Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Tony Spix Happy Hour here for Tuesday, June 24th, 2025. Hey, if you're new to the Tony Spix Happy Hour, glad to have you. I'm glad you joined us here on the Tuesday afternoon, going over a nice slate of MLB, and then we got some WNBA as well. As always, we rapid fire and get to those picks for you here every Monday and Friday here, 5 p.m. Eastern. We say hi to the cappers, see how they're doing. And then we get right to the plays. I've got Ramon with me. I got Brian with me today. So as we always do, we'll get on over to the camera, see how they're rolling here on this Tuesday, and then we'll get right to the plays. Get on over to Brian. How are you doing here?
I'm doing pretty good today, Rod. Not a bad night last night. Hit one out of the three premium plays. One ended up being a push, and one ended up. Am I on mute? Can you hear me?
You're doing. I think it's good. Maybe and Rod, you're sounding fine.
Okay. All righty. Yeah. So yeah, I went 1-1 last night and had a push. So it wasn't a horrible night, but looking to keep it steady and bounce back today. A lot of good games on the card for today. So excited to get to it.
Definitely excited to get to it as well. So turn over to Ramon. How you doing here on this Tuesday, Ramon?
Yeah, brother. I was just hoping my invite to the show arrived after going out heads up against you guys yesterday here on the show. Ben Brown was so bad they sent him back to the minors. So I'll just wait till you guys make your picks and then I'll see what you guys got. But hey, we had a premium winner there yesterday, and hey, it's about the baseball. I know we got some WNBA, but this is a pretty good baseball card.
Definitely some good action here today to get to in the MLB. So, hey, let's get to it. First ones we're looking at, we got Texas taking on Baltimore, Toronto taking on the Guardians, the Athletics taking on the Tigers, Atlanta taking on the Mets, and then let's throw in the Yankees taking on the Reds. We get to see that prospect go for Cincinnati here in Burns. Let's kick it on over to Brian to get us started. What do you like here in the early 5 MLB?
Yeah, let's look at that first one between the Blue Jays and the Guardians. I'm going to take the Blue Jays there, first 5 money line. I think Eric Lauer's on the mound for them today. I just think he's a decent starting pit choice for them. He's a lefty. Guardians have been struggling against lefties over the season. I know as of late they have looked better against lefties, but the competition I kind of question. So, yeah, I'm going to lean Blue Jays first 5 money line there. And then looking at the Braves and Mets game, I'm going to look to go under 9 in that game. I know that Frankie Montas is on the mound for the Mets, and I don't think he's going to look good, so I do lead the Braves here. But I think the under 9 is going to be a good play in that one.
Head on over to Ramon. What do you like here in the first 5 MLB, Ramon?
Yeah, I'll go to the first start for the touted rookie Burns. Hey, I'm already in the segment where we're picking some futures bets. I took him at 15-1 to win the Rookie of the Year. Maybe I'm late to the party. Look, this guy's got better odds right now than Mizorowski, and that guy just set the record for the most no-hit innings to start a career. But everyone's looking forward to it, and lucky for him, he's catching the Yankees at their worst time of the season hitting-wise. And I don't think they've got untracked here in about 10 days. So maybe they will be able to see the rookie, but I'm going to go under here. We know Rodon's got some very solid numbers, a 3 ERA so far this year, and batters are hitting 178 against him. So if Burns can come through with anything here, and he is extremely talented, the former Wake Forest star. So I'm going under with the Yankees and the Reds here with the newcomer Burns in there against Rodon.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? As they say, 11 straight unders for the Yankees. And hey, Rodon's had himself a good start to the season. He can't complain what he's been doing. And we know the Yankees offense at times struggles to score a whole pile of runs. They're definitely not piling it on this year, are the Yankees offensively. And the Reds, hey, I think with Burns on the mounds, I think he has a half to even start himself there, Ramon, and sneaks us under the under. Give me the under there as well with you. And then the other one I'm looking at, I'm going to take the under between Texas and Baltimore, right? You got old man Morton on the mound, and look what he's been doing. He's just been dealing. Has been Charlie Morton rolling right along. Age is no number for that guy. He just continued to pitch well. Just as much everybody calls him old man Morton. Well, look what he's been doing. He may be like, fine, you call me old man, while the old man's still dealing. And then you look at what Texas does on their side of things. They struggle sometimes to put up runs offensively. So I believe that opened to 10. And it's down to 9.5. So I'll take the under 9.5 there in that one. Hey, moving on to the middle block of games. We'll look at the Arizona taking on the White Sox, Seattle taking on the Twins, the Rays taking on the Royals, and we'll throw in Pittsburgh taking on the Brew Crew, and the Cubs taking on St. Louis. We'll head on over to Ramon to get us started in the middle block. What do you like here, Ramon?
I got to keep going against these struggling Twins right now. Really having a rough go of it here. And with Paddock, I know that was the last time. You told me that was the last time they won a game, but they're still 4-11 with him starting this season. Castillo hasn't necessarily got a hit on track to get to the Castillo numbers, but he's got his ERA down to 3.32 right now, and batters are hitting 238 against him here. Seattle's going to have probably the better lineup coming in here, and it's the game is lined relatively close here right now. Mostly a pick 'em everywhere, it looks like. So I'll take Seattle on the road at Minnesota to do it again tonight.
Head on over to Brian. What do you like here in the middle block of games, Brian?
Yeah, first one I'm going to look at here is the Brewers at going up against Pittsburgh. I think the Brewers are going to get it done tonight on the run line. I'm going to take them minus 1.5. Freddie Peralta on the mound for them. He has a 2.76 ERA on the season. He's 4-0 at home with a 1.32 ERA so far this season. So, yeah, we're going to go Brewers run line there. Looking at the Rays-Royals game, I'm going to take the Royals team total under. I just think that their bats are going to be sluggish again tonight, as always. They're one of the worst MLB teams at home in all categories. So we're just going to take the Royals team total under there. Looking at the Cubs-Cardinals was in the slot, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Looking at the Cubs-Cardinals game, we got Tyone on the mound for the Cubs and Michael McGeevy on the mound for the Cardinals. He's been decent for them so far. He only had a couple starts, but he's looked good. I think the Cardinals can get it done again today on the money line there and head up James Tyone. He hasn't looked good over the road. He has a 4.31 ERA, and I think that he's going to get rocked today. So give me the Cardinals money line.
And for me here in this block of games, a couple I'm looking at here. I like the over between the Pirates and Brewers. We've seen that one head over yesterday with 9 runs, and it's 7.5. I think we can get there again to the over, even with Freddie on the bump there for the Brew Crew. Heaney on the other side of things, definitely good for giving some up. So give me the over 7.5 there in that matchup. And then I like the under between the Rays and the Royals. Bubik on the bump and Taj Bradley. I think both those guys have a half-decent start. We know what the Royals do in night games, low-scoring games. Their team total in night games has went under way more than it's went over. So I definitely I like the Royals team total under as well. But give me the under 8.5 in that matchup. Hey, that wraps up the middle block of games. There in those ones. Let's head on over to the night block of games. We've got the Phillies taking on the Astros, Dodgers taking on the Rockies. We got Boston taking on the Angels. We got Washington taking on the Padres. And we got the Marlins taking on the Giants. Is Dreyer getting the start here for the Dodgers now? Look at a little opener.
Here come the jokes.
Here comes the jokes. Watch out. The Dryers were going on there. With Dreyer going, we might see some runs dry up a little bit there in that one. But who knows? We'll see. It is Colorado, and it's been warm. It's not as hot as it was over the weekend, but it's definitely hot there. We'll head on over to Brian. What do you like in the late night MLB?
Yeah, looking at the Phillies versus Astros game, I'm going to lean Phillies first 5 money line there. I think Ranger Suarez can handle the Astros lineup today early. I don't trust the Phillies bullpen at the end of this. Their bullpen hasn't looked the greatest over the season. Astros as well. I mean, their bats are heavy. Good. They're good on at their home field there. So I'm going to just trust the Phillies to get it done early. Phillies money line first 5. And then looking at the Dodgers versus Rocky game, I'm going to take the Dodgers team total over. Jermaine Marquez on the mound for the Rockies. I mean, he's seen this Dodgers team once already earlier this season, and he got rocked quick. I think he went like a half an inning and gave up 7 earned in that game. So yeah, we're just gonna take the Dodgers team total over in this one, and I lean towards Marquez over earned runs.
Head on over to Ramon. What do you like here in the nighttime MLB, Ramon?
Yeah, I'll go under here with Boston and LA. Crochet on the mound here for Boston. 2.2 ERA numbers have been really good for Crochet. The thing I keep pointing out, I think you've mentioned it too, looks better on the road than he does at home so far for Boston. He'll probably figure that out as well. But hey, Boston needs these wins right now against these similar ilk. You can't go on losing these games here right now. You're going to lose contact maybe here. So I'm going to go under here in this one with Boston and LA. Anderson's got kind of an elevated ERA, but at home I think he'll be able to navigate a little bit better against this lineup. Total right now, 8 under minus 115. And we did see, I think Bregman hit the injured list today for Boston as well. So I'll take the under here, Boston and LA tonight.
Heading on over to me in the late night slate. Let's see. What do we like here in the late night slate of things? I'm actually going to take the under 12 there between the Dodgers and the Rockies. I'm going to take a chance there at the 12. You've seen earlier against Marquez, it was an 8-7 game in that one, so we've seen 15 runs. But it's just this Dodgers squad, they scored 13 their last game out against the Nationals. And when they've done that this year, heading out onto the road, 4-1 to the under after scoring 10-plus runs this season. So, I don't know. I expect Marquez to have a better start than what he did. I just don't see as many runs here in this one. I'm going to take the under 12 and that one, taking a shot, especially everybody thinking that thing's going to be flying out. It's not as hot as it was on the weekend. So I'm going to say not as many balls go flying out. Give me the under 12 there. And then I'm going to go right back to the over there with your Padres and the nasty Nats there, Ramon. Trevor Williams on the bump for the Nationals. He's good for giving up some. I know Burgart's been pretty good for the Padres, but I think that offense can get things rolling. They're 6-4 to the over in their last 10 matchups. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the 5 straight meetings here in San Diego have all went over the total head to head. Let me just double check. I believe so. Yep. The last 5 have all went over. We've seen 11 runs, 13 runs, 16 runs, 13 runs, and then last night 16 runs. So give me the over, Washington and San Diego. Let's see that trend rolling along there in that matchup. Hey, that wraps up the MLB slate of things. Let's head on over to the WNBA action. We got a few games rolling there. A couple of lines that have moved from what they were this morning. Definitely big line mover. We got the links down to only laying 6.5 there for the News of Call Arena. So hey, it's just one of those things. Line mover and shaker. Links down to 6.5. We see Atlanta and Dallas. Atlanta's still laying 9. Sparks half a point less. I see 5s in most places, and then the Fever. We did see 3.5. I still see 3.5. I still see 3s out there as well in the Fever in Seattle. Hand it over to Brian. Anything in the W for tonight's action?
Not tonight, Rod.
All righty. Heading on over to Ramon. You got anything in the WNBA for us tonight, Ramon?
Oh, twist my arm. I'll have one more before the bar closes here with happy hour with Indiana and Seattle here. We know Indiana all of a sudden, right, it doesn't feel like they're quite that team, even with Caitlin back in the lineup. I think it's just the fact that they had to get out back on the road so quickly there after she returned. Looked pretty good. Now they got to go out and take on some pretty okay teams. So Seattle's really good at home. They are 9-5 straight up overall. They've won 3 straight coming in. The Fever have lost 2 in a row, and I don't know if they're just quite equipped yet to handle the burden of heading out there and winning some of these games on the road against competitive teams. I still think they're probably a top 5 team in the league here right now, but I think they're going up against another top 5 team. I'm going to lay it here with Seattle -3 tonight at home against Indiana, right? Indiana was just, remember, they were just favored at the Aces, and now you're going to tell me they're at a dog. I know the Aces aren't playing well, but the Aces did show out a little bit as they're kind of coming back. So I'm going to take Seattle here and lay it, yeah.
And for me here in this matchup here, I'm going to take the give me the Mystics here in the first half. You look at this Minnesota squad out on the road as a road favorite so far this year in the first half. 0-6 ATS, so they haven't covered nothing in that first half. I see it's come down a little bit. I see 3.5. I see 4. Still over possession with the Mystics there in the first half. So grab the points with the Mystics in the first half. Kind of lean to an under in that first half as well. Another one I'm looking at here is give me the over between the Sky and the Sparks. 2 teams that don't play a whole lot of defense. And we know the Sky definitely they don't mind pushing the pace and getting into these high-scoring battles. They don't tend to win them, but still. I think we get a higher scoring one in that one. Take the over between the Sky and the Sparks. And then you're looking at one more here. You're looking at the Fever taking on Seattle in a game that you would expect to see some offense, right? Higher scoring type of game. The total's indicative going up. It's up to what, 169 in most places now. Does it come back down a little? Ooh, it has come back down a little. So I did see it pop up to 169. Now I see 167 in most places. I like the under. Fever 6-0 to the under when line between 160 and 169.5. And then you see 6-0 to the under on the road are the Fever as well. So in a game you expect to see maybe a track meet type game. Nah, I'm going to take an under. I expect a lower scoring one there between the Fever and the Storm tonight. Hey, that wraps up the WNBA action and the sports action for a Tuesday. Definitely looking forward to tonight's action. That brings us to the parlay section, player prop game in the future. We'll leave it up to the capper to decide what they got here in this section, and then they'll let you know what they got going over at Tony'sPicks.com. Why? Because that's where you can find our best bets. The bets that we got our money on is over at Tony'sPicks.com. So definitely, there is a quick link in the description. Gets you right on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Let's head on over to the capper and see what they got for us tonight. Head on over to Brian to get us started. What do you got tonight for us, Brian?
Yeah, tonight over on the site, I have my premium best bet up, and I also have a 3-pack for you for tonight in the MLB. It's the dog's days of summer, as we say. There's not many games to cap or many other sports to kind of shoot on right now, so we're just going to be rolling on MLB for a while and going to be trying to make you guys some money. So, we got long-term passes up, MLB season pass up. I have week pass, 3 days, month pass. Hop on board, man. Ready to start getting some money and, getting more consistent, having some And then let's take one more pitcher I was looking at earlier. Crochet. Let's take Garrett Crochet over his strike prop as well.
All right. Heading on over to Ramon. What do you got for us tonight, Ramon?
Well, Rod, who's playing tonight? Team Canada. I'm going to take them here. I'm trying to go under in the game with Canada. They'll win. Whether or not they can win by 2, I don't know if they can against El Salvador. I'm going to go under 2.5. I think it's actually 3 goals right now coming in. The 3 under -25. If you don't like the juice, I think under 2.5 might be okay here. If you want to maybe play a little more conservative, under 3. But I'm going under with El Salvador and Canada tonight at the CONCACAF Gold Cup. Over at Tony'sPicks.com, I had 3 MLB premiums and I only had 2 a WNBA, and I was wondering how to package those up. So I went with a 5-pack tonight. So if you want to experience the Ramon Scott Edge, tonight's a good night to do it. I have a 5-pack here to get us rolling on a Tuesday night. Check it out over at Tony'sPicks.com and use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 15%. Rod, I've hit 11 of my last 12 WNBA picks on the site. It's all documented. That's why I'm part of Tony's program over here with one of these multi-capper sites. It tracks all your plays. You just don't go out there on Instagram or TikTok saying you hit them all in a row. I've got to prove it, and that's what we do here. You go back and check all the results, look at the last 7 days, the last month as well, if you want to shortcut it. But you can go back through on the handicapper profile page, look at all the plays where I have pretty much haven't missed right now in the WNBA, and I got 2 premiums in that package tonight. So please check me out over at Tony'sPicks.com.
Definitely head on over where you can find our fully transparent documented records over at Tony'sPicks.com for you to check out. You can see all the bets that Ramon made, all the bets that I've made, all the bets that Brian made. Definitely fully documented for you to check out over there. So we're not hiding behind our records or making up numbers. Why? Because it's transparent for you to see over at Tony's
Good thing
Picks.
when I go against Brian and Rod and lose on the air, it's only on YouTube for the rest of eternity.
Exactly, right?
Listen, the free plays I put in are doing better than the premiums right now. So you guys just stay tuned.
Hey, sometimes that happens. I've had it where your free plays are hotter than your premium plays, and then I've had to go the other way, where your free plays are ice cold, but your premiums are hitting everything. So we try to win them all, but we know that's almost near impossible to win every single game on the board. That's for sure. But we sure try. We definitely sure try. For me, over Tony's Picks tonight, hey, I dropped my play of the day, so dropped it down to an 8-2 run now with it. So looking for a bounce back with my MLB play of the day. You can get that singly, or that's available in a 5-pack today in the MLB. Absolutely love today's MLB card. Or I even got a 3-pack in the WNBA if you like some WNBA action. So, hey, it's Tackle Little Tuesday, as I like to say. Your best to go is long-term. That way you get everything that I got rolling today on this big card. Love today's card. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 Kappa promotional. Pair me up with Ramon, pair me up with Brian. That way you're aboard long term. Because when you're aboard long term, if we find a play, late steam play, late info play, and we put that in 10 minutes to 2 hours before game time, puck drop, tip off, hey, you get that email directly to you when you're aboard long term here at Tony's Picks. One of those exclusive things here at Tony's Picks I haven't seen offered anywhere else. So definitely jump aboard and get aboard long term here at Tony's Picks. Plays for tonight. Let's go. I'm going to do a little 3-team parlay. We're going to take the Yankees and Baltimore under the total 9.5 there. We're going to take the under in the Dodgers Colorado game, and then we're going to take the Mystics plus the points in the first half there in that one, little 3-teamer for you. And then Ribby, I think Dela Cruz stays hot for the Reds. I like him to get us a Ribby and a home run as well. So he's been hot, has been Dela Cruz. He's hit four home runs in the last 5 games that the Reds have been dogs. So, and he crushed it yesterday when he was 1 hit off of the cycle in that game 1. So definitely, let's go with some Dela Cruz action there in that one.
He's been hot.
Hot.
He's worth the price of admission.
Definitely, right? Dela Cruz. Hey, that wraps it up for Tuesday's action. Hey, Ron couldn't be with us, but he said he'll be back tomorrow. So shout out to Ron Crawford on his way to check out some baseball. So definitely shout out to him. Safe travels for Ron and company. So definitely enjoy that. And definitely shout out to everybody who joined us here today in the chat. Ron Hahn in the chat. Mr. Wesker's in the chat. Shout out to GLB Bets as well. Hey, new to the channel. Thanks for joining us. JM in the chat as well. Grant in the chat. I think
I saw one of my long friends. Haven't seen him in a chat in months. Rod, it's one of my favorites. Lazzy Love in the chat.
Lazzy Love in the chat. Hey, welcome to Lazzy Love in the chat. Mark in the chat. Definitely shout out to everybody who joins us here on the Tony's Picks Happy Hour. Glad that you could be here Monday to Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. But hey, if you think you got what it takes to be the next Tony's Picks capper here with us, join us tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Tony will get you a link and you can come on, join us, give us some plays, give us a couple plays, stay for the whole morning show, whatever you like. Have a little tryout, and hey, maybe you could be the next capper joining us here at Tony's Picks for the open tryouts. Definitely go check it out. Tune in tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Thanks, everybody. Let's have ourselves a wonderful Tuesday. Let's tackle the books and get that cash. Any final words before we head on out?
Good luck tonight, everyone. Happy Tuesday.
I'll go to the FIFA Club World Cup, and I'm going to take Esperance Sportif Tunis. We call them EST in soccer land, but they're up against Chelsea, and they're getting a goal and a half. I got Chelsea. I'm going to try to let you down, Rod, with some of my exact score there last night. We were on a roll. I'll go 2-1 Chelsea tonight over EST. The games are there at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific tonight at the FIFA Club World Cup.
Nice, Ramon. I'm definitely going to write that down because you did predict that score right bang on. So I'm going to give you one more. Let's give you a Yerfie here. I'm going to take let's just see here. Let's see who's got the hottest Yerfie streak going right now. It is the Yankees game. So in that Yankees game tonight, we're going to say yes runs first inning. The Yankees have hit 6 straight yes runs in the first inning. So we're the Yankees. Yes runs. First inning in that one tonight. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. Have yourself a wonderful Tuesday, everybody. As I mentioned, tune in tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern for the Tony's Picks Morning Show. And join us tomorrow afternoon, 5 p.m. Eastern for the Tony's Picks Happy Hour. Thanks, everybody. Have yourself a wonderful Tuesday. Catch you again. This just circling around. Maybe we'll end eventually. Hey!